Hello, everybody. Today we'll be doing a Simul, and well, I'll set the Simul now. And I know that there's already somebody cool in the chat on YouTube, so I'll be starting the Simul. And once we get to 15 to 20 players, I'll be having a Simul to start, and we'll have fun. All right, whole Simul. Okay, then we'll have. See you there. Yes. All right. So please ask all of your questions in my stream and have fun. Alrighty, accept. Okay, so we are good to go. Accept everybody. So no one-on-ones. We're playing a Simul here. Playing Simul here, answering questions as well as playing everybody. So that's just really clean. This person needs to, let's say block them because need to say the block. So no more interrupting my chess. Alrighty. So now we're gonna go this way back. Alright, so 50 to 20 players. We'll start the Simul, but we still have time for people to join and have fun. Everybody, no matter if you're a beginner or a really strong Grandmaster, everybody's welcome to this Simul because we'll have an international master joining us soon, and that'd be nice to have him answer questions. So, as well as I can because I'm a professional chess coach. So, hello, everyone. Please ask your questions in the stream. Ready? Okay. Alrighty, so the Simul is going to be starting. Get extra minutes for people joining in the last minute because once we start, we can't go back. Came back. Okay. Hello. When we start, we'll start giving a couple minutes after one. Let's say 5 minutes after one, because people join late and say, "I want to join the Simul," but they were joined the Simul too late, and they were because once we start, we can't have everybody late join. So let's give it 5 more minutes. Is you National Under 16 Classical Championship? Oh, that's cool. And I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you do well. All right, this is my friend Yosef. He's gonna join. Yosef, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice to
Excellent.
see you. Excellent. Yep. Alrighty. Once we get started in 4 minutes, all right, I'll say 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay, accept everybody. So I'll say 4 minutes. All right, accept everybody too. We will start. Don't forget to join. Okay, accept everybody. So last warnings. Say hi from me to Yosef. Okay. you can see that you're saying hi. So yeah. So he sees your message. What do you think was the biggest game changer from you pushing past the 2021 hard rating title ratings? Is endgame knowledge and knowing how to play endgames right and knowing how to use intuition properly. So intuition and endgames. So intuition. So let's say using using proper intuition have okay. Find defensive resources and end game improvement was a must. So those are my three things: intuition, defensive resources, and having the endgame skills. People below those rankings don't care about endgames as much as you should. Because if you're losing the game, if you can get endgame skills, people have to beat you twice. If you're down upon but you have better endgame skills, you can outplay them and actually win, which you'd be losing. But instead, your skills will be actually turning the tables, and they have to defeat you twice, not just one time, but the second time, because endgame skills are a, let's say, no other arena that's really overlooked. So, but don't forget that endgame skills. Intuition is also important too, so that way you have the good judgment call on what to do and what not to do. Good filter on what to do with your time and your tempos, and not to do and waste your time. And also, last thing is defensive resources. You're being attacked, you know how to defend properly, not lose the game. So once you do that, you'll be harder to defeat. Once you're being hard to defeat, you'll win more games instead of losing the games. So that's the thing to remember. Don't forget. All right. All right. Touch people. Okay. 1 more minute. Okay. All right. 1 more minute. All right. 1 more minute. Please join the stream for asking questions during the Simul. Alrighty. This last morning, 1 more minute, guys. Last minute. Alright. So hopefully we have a good Simul and we do the best we can, Joseph.
Let's go.
That's good. Yeah. So all right, let's go. For example, yeah. So I'll do this one. This is you.
Pawn to c4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You again.
C4.
Again. All right. Everybody C4 or what's your
Yeah,
turn?
everybody. Yeah, everybody.
Okay. Okay. This is me. Nav 3. You nav 3. Nav 3. And this is E6. You.
C5.
C5. Oh, okay. C5. Okay. Me E6. D5. E6. 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 6. And this is you.
Knight c3.
C3. Okay. You again.
Pawn to g6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's my turn. This is my turn again. Are you turn again? Yosef.
Bishop g7.
Bishop 7. Okay. This is it's like, all right. So this is the questions. All right. So questions in the chat or comments in chat. Why are you aiming for a real FIDE title? A FIDE is hard to get in terms of finding tournaments and stuff. I know, but still, just takes time. I would have heard, yeah. So for myself, I'm happy in my situation because I got a really big medical emergency where I basically got second chance to live, and I get national master before all this medical emergencies happen. So I don't need to push anymore. I'm national master with national master titles. I can teach universally, internationally. So I'm fine and satisfied where I'm at. So basically, people that have titles want bigger titles, and you see Love Erasmus and sitting there I am. People said, dunk on him, say, why don't you become GM? You're terrible if you don't become GM. So you're going to be pushing it more and more. So I'm satisfied where I'm at. This is your turn, Joseph.
Pawn to d4.
Yeah. So I'm title player. That's all I need to do. This is your turn.
Knight C3.
I see 3. Alrighty. So it's easy to stand by in the seats that, okay, I want to get more titles, but it's harder than you think. This is your turn again?
Pawn to G3.
Okay, very good. C4. But I'm happy to be where I'm at. So all I need is to be teaching, and titles get a long way for teaching. So my goal is not to be super world champion and grandmaster. I don't care for those titles. It's nice to have them, but it's not the end all be all. People want you to go for more. Never ending hamster wheel of things that you need to be doing. This is me. This is you now?
Pawn to D4.
On D4? Okay. Alrighty, you again.
Pawn takes D5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll do E5. It's you?
Pawn to D6.
Okay. This is my turn. Oh, this is actually your turn.
Knight F3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this one. Alright, I'll do knight C3. Oh, knight C3. Okay, this is you.
Bishop G2.
There's you two. Okay. Alrighty, go this way. Aha, I've seen this one before. I beat my Koshi Jin Karlstein in those things. So I will do A6, proper defense of the B5 square. So this is what Eugene put against me, so I'll just try it because it makes sense. This is you.
Knight F3.
F3, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's me, knight C3. Okay, my turn, I'll do knight C6. Okay, this one, I'll do bishop E5, hit pin the knight. It's your turn.
Queen C2.
Okay. Now it goes this way. I'll do bishop D6. Your turn.
Queen to B3.
It's gonna be 3. Okay. My turn. I'll do bishop B4 check. Your turn.
Knight F6.
Yep. Alrighty. I'll do E3. No. I'll do things E5. Trying to play for draws. Righty. And this is I'll do bishop D3. And now I'll let you turn this time.
Okay. Castle short.
Castle short. Sounds good. But it's your turn again.
B takes C3.
Your turn again.
Pawn to A3.
Okay, pawn A3. Alrighty, this is me, knight F6. My turn again. I'll do. Let's experiment. Let's do E3. Okay, your turn.
Bishop F4.
Bishop F4. Okay. Alright, my turn. I'll do the Catalan transposition, and it's my turn again. He goes this way. All right. I'll take a D2 check. Is fine. It's your turn.
Queen C2.
D2. All right. My turn. I'll do bishop B4. The Nemazonian. This one. I'll do knight F6. And this one is mine again. I'll do bishop D3. Defending against this knight E4 thing. It's probably going to go there anyways. So it's my turn. I'll do bishop B4 check. And I don't know why it's not changing. Just like refresh the page. All right. Now this is another one. Okay. And now I'll do knight F6. All right. Goes this way. It's your turn.
Knight F3.
F3. Yep. So keep the questions coming, guys. We'll like to see them. Bishop B2. Okay. This is take on C4. We'll do the bishop takes C4. Now this is my turn. I'll do A6. This is your turn.
Pawn to A6.
Pawn a6. Okay.
Mhm.
My turn. I'll do b takes c.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my board or your board?
Yeah, my board. I think it's also good.
Okay, sorry. At least I didn't do a blunder, I think. Knight takes there. All right, it's your turn now.
Castle short.
Castle short. Okay, very good. This one I'll do bishop h4. This is your turn.
Pawn to D3.
Pawn d3. Yep. Okay, this is my board. I'll do knight b2. This is your game.
Bishop F4.
Hmm. Okay, my turn. I'll just castle. It's interesting. He goes knight e4. I'll just do castles. Okay. This is well, maybe queen e7 was a better one, but this is fine. I just want to castle with my king. This is my turn. I'll take on d5. So this is a good idea. Now it's my turn again. I'll do castles short. And now it's my turn. Queen f6. Okay, he goes this way. I'll castle. No worries. Your turn.
Pawn to E3.
Pawn a3. Okay. He goes this way. I'll do rook e8. Now this is my game. I'll castle. It's your turn now.
Pawn to E6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is my turn. I will do. It wants to stay there twice, so let's do bishop b2 to block that pin. Okay, this is my turn again. Okay, with this being said, knight f4. Knight f4 trying to take on g2. This is actually cool looking. I'll do this one because it's cool. Alrighty, this is your turn.
Queen to B3.
Queen b3. Alright, queen b3. Alright, goes this way. Let's do d6. Alrighty, goes this way. I'll do queen c2. This time I will do this. Bishop takes e7. Alright, this one. Oh, okay. This one I'll take the knight. Then bishop e4 looks like it's really good. Really, really actually good. So, alright, this one is my turn. Goes e3. Knight b7. Yeah, b7. Well, where'd it go? Let's do a castle, b6, knight b7, things like that. Alrighty, it's your turn.
Knight to G5.
Knight g5, okay. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment here, and we'll answer them as soon as you see it. And if you get value from this Simul, make sure you like the video. That's really helpful for us. So this one there, I'll castle. Well, let's see. Hold on. At d5, g2. It's like, okay, just castle. It's fine. It doesn't need to rush anything. All right. Now it goes this way. Bishop g4 looks like it's nice. All right. Your turn.
Knight C3.
Knight c3. Okay. Rook a7 is a little interesting. That's your turn.
Pawn to E3.
Okay. You have knight e7. Okay, it goes this way, and I will do happily e4. Push knight back, or I've been taking c3. Either way is good. This my turn. It goes this way. I'll do e5. E5 looks interesting. Now it's my turn again. I'll do knight e4. Okay, your turn.
Knight takes bishop on e6.
Mm-hmm. Okay, your turn again.
Pawn takes d5.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Your turn again.
Um, Pawn to c5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my turn here. I'll do rook c1. Maybe I can even do queen c2 attacking h7. Looks like it's fun. We'll do that one. All right, this one is going to be yours.
Um, Bishop e2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my turn. He goes this way. All right, this is looking like a nasty. This one, queen takes there, knight to e4. It's a lot of fun things, but then they go queen takes b7. However, is there any resources though? Is there any resources I get? Maybe not. Maybe rook b8 and takes in b2, and then taking a7. Queen f6 things. Let me think about this one. Maybe queen f6 first. Queen f6 first. Saying that I don't want to have go knight d5. That'd be not good. So takes in there. Queen takes there. Maybe don't take on d4 right away. We could do the queen takes d4. That's probably maybe more proper. It's taking f3, queen takes d4, not knight takes d4, and there'll be some pawn hanging. So this is your turn now.
Queen b3.
b3, okay. Your turn again.
Um, Pawn to b5.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My turn. Queen takes c4, attacking c6. Now takes on c3. Okay. My turn. Queen takes d4. Okay. Taking b2 as well. Maybe you don't want to take on b2 about the pawn, so why not just consolidate, get the queen safe. Queen f6, maybe after rook d1. And this is my turn again. All right, so goes this way. I can do bishop b4, try to say garble up the pawns, possibly. Looks like
Knight
it's
d5 is there.
what?
Knight d5.
Yeah, that's true. That's maybe better to take this guy first, then do the things.
Yeah.
So thankfully we have a civilian named Yosef to say, all right, this one is your game.
Pawn to h3.
Pawn h3. Okay, let's do it. All right, no draws, Mister. I will just go back here to b3. Just play this way, and this is your game.
H3.
Okay, h3. My turn. He goes this way. Okay. Again, this pawn is pinned, so we don't need to worry about everything yet. I can do bishop f4, developing. They can do queen c7, but I'm just blocking queen c7 things because bishop f4 is blocking that from being a move. So this is my turn again. Okay, queen e2, defend the pawn, get the rooks. This is my turn. He goes this way. Okay, bishop e4. That's what I want. Okay, your turn. So pawn takes there, right?
Yeah, pawn takes queen.
Okay, it's my turn. He goes g6. Wow, g6. G6. I don't think I like that move. But e4. E4 there. There's bishop e7. It's probably nothing, but I get the bishop on e6. Maybe it's nice. But yeah, maybe this is good. E4. Yes, it's probably proper to do this. Let's see what the knight goes. We in the center. We can do rook d1 and go bishop a6 and take over the dark squares and run the king. That's good looking to me. So this is my turn. He goes knight e5. Okay, try to fork. Try to do a fork. All right. And I do rook c8. There's no. Let's see. Is there any way? Okay, maybe there's a way to get the queen to get off the defensive knight. So let's say knight there. So the queen go there. Then the queen go there. So there's no removal of the guard, as far as I know. So not so fast. So maybe rook ac8. Maybe future plans coming into play. All right. All right. I'll do rook ac8. No worries at all. So your turn now.
Bishop e2.
Bishop e2. Okay. My turn. Okay. I will do queen e2. Looks proper to me. All right. This is okay. My turn again. I'm probably going to go this way. I don't need to worry about that one. I can do rook fe1, fe1. So do knight 4. I can do queen e2. Things like that. Looks like nice. All right. All right. Your turn.
Knight to d2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The pawn takes c3. Bring the bishop move back. Bishop a6 and have fun like that. Goes this way. Rook ad1. Okay. My turn. Okay, goes this way. But what if I go c6? Trying to make sure that there's no pressure on this pawn at all. Looks like it's nice to me. Rook b1. Oh, b6 probably. All right, this is my turn. It goes this way. Now, let me think about this one. Maybe queen b4. Saying that I want to defend the b7 pawn. I can do the knight goes there. But let's see. The knight d5 back is annoying. Knight e5. Okay, no, there's no press. All right, let's do queen b4. Getting out of the way of the pressure of the knight. Okay. Alrighty, this is my turn. I'll do bishop h6 to. Well, the knight. Okay, the rook. Well, one thing is for sure, this isn't harm us at all. Rook e8 is not going to be deadly for us, and that's your turn now. It's your turn, Joseph.
Cancel shot.
Okay. Alright, so it goes this way, your turn.
Pawn takes b5.
My turn. It goes this way. Alrighty. So with this being said, I can make the knight look silly with the queen b2 move. Then rook d8, queen c1. It's always nice. You do queen e3. There's no reason to move the queen again. So this one, queen e3 to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. This knight h4, but knight e5 is making the knight look silly again. Why not do that? Okay, your turn.
Bishop b7.
Okay. Alrighty. My turn. He goes this way. Alright. Oh, you're taking f3. It's a annoying essay. But I don't mind. I'll just take him a8, things like that, and have fun. Alright, this is goes this way. Alrighty, so with this being said, okay. Maybe not this one. I was saying this one there. Maybe not. I was saying that this one can do to h4, h5, rook h1. Things like that is like a plan. But let's experiment. See what this. Why is not good? Looks like good to me. g3, king g2, rook h1, h4, h5. Looks like a clear plan to attack. So I'll just try to learn. If it doesn't work, I learned. And all you guys watching this level will learn why you don't do this. 95. All right, this is okay. All right. This is me again. Okay, it goes e5. He wants to go knight f4 really bad. However, this is having my bishop scope a little bit. But I can hurt his scope by going d5. But then knight d5, knight f4 still comes into play. I'm not scared about knight f4 at all. Not scared at all. So d5. Your turn.
Pawn to b4.
On b4? Okay. On b4.
Yes.
Sounds good. So this is your turn again.
Knight takes knight on e4.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, it goes this way. He wants to take this pawn, but I'll say no to you. And do this. No pawns be taken in this game. And b7. Okay? It's my turn. Okay, so this defends the pawn. Let's see. If I do this, knight d4, attacking the queen. Looks like it's. Well, it isn't gonna go anywhere. Knight e5, maybe it can go something like d3, but let's see where he goes with the queen. See where he goes with the queen. Alright. This one, okay, we need 2. We need 2. Okay. Alright, my turn. Knight c6. Well, okay, knight c6. You'll take a d5, take a d2. Check there. Bishop takes there. Queen takes there. So knight c6 looks nice to me. Looks nice to me, to be honest. Okay. Now, go this way. So this, with this. I can do g3. Let's do g3. Okay, this knight's looking silly on g6. Maybe g2. G2 and rookish h4, rookish 1, things like that. So, to me at least. Alright. This is my turn. He goes this way. Alright. d8. d8. Well, this is guarding this one, so maybe rook e7, doubling up this way. But then knight d5 is annoying, so let's not do that. Okay. Rook d8 is probably proper to do this one. Possibly, but again, we're up a pawn. Why not try to propose something that is beneficial for us, like queen g4, saying I want trade, and pull a pawn. But knight f5 is, well, it's nothing. It's actually nothing. Alright. Alright, so let's learn endgames. This is my skill, so let's trade queens. I'm up a pawn. Why not do that? Alright, so another question. Timothy says, any advice for longer time controls? As someone who came up learning chess on kind of controls at 10 plus 0 or less to online beginnings, I find myself often, leaving a lot of time on the table. So how do you play for longer time controls? Is you got to make sure that you can pace yourself. 10 plus O teaches you how to pace yourself, and basically you make your time spent when the critical positions come in. If it's nothing consequential, you got to move fast. Basically, if it's obvious choice to where a rook to go to D1 doesn't matter. You're gonna have a rook in D1, doesn't matter which one, and just play obvious move. You play obvious moves fast. You take your time on the most important decisions, what the rapid does. But in classical time controls, you have a lot of times to calculate and plan and scheme long-term plans. You have time to spend about thinking about what's your plan, what's your ideas for long-term growth and your development and your metal games. So how do you train for that? Is basically you gotta play in the, let's say, basically pace yourself. Let's say if you have a game in 60 minutes, in the opening phase, play all your openings moves out. Once you're done, if you're out of book, at this point you run out of theory. Let's say take 1 minute for every move. Take 1 minute, whole minute for every move. You just gloss over the options. It's like, oh, okay, I want to build a plan. So build a plan every move for a minute. Don't rush to play. Like, force yourself to think about for a minute and see all the thoughts in your head. Like, oh, ideas like this and this. If you spend a whole minute, 60 seconds on an ideal, let's say, ideation, you'll be going far. You want to force yourself. You got to force yourself to spend a minute. Don't rush. Force yourself to spend a minute. And once you get a plan, you don't need to do a minute again. You just play your plan. Basically, force yourself to do a minute every move until you get a plan. If you have a plan, you can spend your time to get the plan for the actual goal, and you have more time to spend on the critical positions. Don't Once you're having a critical position, you have many times, you have many minutes to say that you can save yourself or you have attack. Make sure you calculate all your sacrifice and tactics. Make sure there's no tactics you missed and things like that. So force yourself in longer time controls to spend 1 minute at least per move. Once you're up out of the opening theory, force yourself to spend a minute every move until you get a plan in your head. All right, not a turn. So hopefully that helps. So King D2. All right, and that's your turn now, Yosef.
Um,
It's about forcing yourself. So think.
Rook A D1.
Okay, rook A D1. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, my turn. You go this way. Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting how that works. He wants to take the A7 pawn. I'll see. Goes B6, knight B7. Again, alignment of the queen and the rook. So let's do B6. All right, your turn.
Pawn takes D5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my turn. Goes this way. All right. So H4. Okay, my turn. I'll do knight takes D4. Trying to threaten discovery. Maybe an E6 if I can. Now your turn.
Pawn to C4.
I'll C4. Okay. All right. My turn. He goes this way. Trying to do a back rank mate. So I'll make sure that I have luft so no back rank mates will happen. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's okay. I can play this out with an extra pawn. Why not? Why not do this? All right. Now it is your turn.
Um, mm, Wait, I'm calculating.
Yeah, take your time. This is where Timothy, you gotta spend your time. You can spend 1 minute to make sure he's safe and he knows what to do. He's not calculating a attack or defense. Who knows?
Maybe net takes d5. I try.
Yeah. You want to do that now?
Yeah,
Alrighty.
sure.
Sounds good. Now, this one, he goes this way, moving away from harm from discovery attack. So I'll take on this square on B7, and this is going to be good. So I can actually do development rook C1, King G2, King G2, F3. So always good. Let's do rook C1. See what happens. It's developing. Don't want to force the issue. Now your turn.
Um, Pawn to e3.
Pawn A3. Let's do pawn A3. Alright. It goes this way. I thought you'd do this. I'm not scared at all. Because he's going to take the rook to a queen. But the F4 pawn will be hanging. I don't need to worry about these things like that. And I can actually derive something for myself. So let's do. So knight b5 is the thing he's trying to do. So that being said, I can do something like. What's the best way to do knight move? All right, so let's do. Okay, let me think. All right, goes to this one. Take there. Knight b5 is the thing to win a pawn. But this pawn is forcing, so I can do g3. But I can do c6. Let me think. But this one makes this rook a little bit, let's say, passive. I can do if the b3 and g3 is like this one there jumping. Let's do knight c4. Knight c4 looks nice to force the issue of the queen. Okay. Now this is, and this one is going to be. I go this way. It goes this way. Let's see if I go this way. Take there. And just get the c file open and taking the c7 pawn. Looks like it's nice. Alright. This is my turn. Goes bishop g7. Okay. No worries at all. I'll do king2. h4, h5, or h1. This is a good plan. This is okay this way. King h7. Looks like it's comfortable for me. And if not, we'll find out. Right? Alright. So this one goes a5, a4. Okay. a4, a4, a4. He goes. Okay. We go 27. 27 f5. This looks nice to me. We'll go a5. Okay, let's say 27 a5 f5. Bishop goes back, then taking a 3. Let's look at a concerning attack against things. Alright, this is your king h7. Alright, now it's my turn to take g2. My turn again. Goes a4. Pushing the pawns up. I'm taking f4. But if I want to be greedy, got some up already have a pawn. Do we need to do that? Probably not. Don't need to do that at all. I can do a5. So now I want to fix your pawn on a4. Just fixing your pawn on a4, and the thing is, if I take an f4, rook f1, it takes an f7. I don't want to have an unwelcome guest. a5 is fine. Okay, f3. Your turn.
Pawn to d4.
Pawn d4. All right. So in the comments here, this Simul is nice because I think on your time. That's good, Timothy. That's the point. You ask questions and delay me to make moves, and you can you can have some sort of time for yourself to think. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for asking questions, and you can ask more questions. I'd like to ask all the questions we have and we get. So let's do H4. H4 is good. Alrighty. Okay, this is my turn again. Alright, it goes bishop b3, rook e8, check. Okay, it goes this way, and okay, this is knight b5. Trying to take the okay. Interesting. If we go this way, we'll go somewhere. It takes f4 to defend the knight and defend this plus c7 as well. So let's do knight d2, rook go somewhere on f4. Then there'll be maybe some potential threats to be seen. So if it goes c6 though, c6 goes knight moves away again. Knight goes so this is annoying. So let's do this one. Not letting him go this way. Just put pressure on him. It's your turn now.
E takes d4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My turn. He goes this way. Queen e7. Okay. Right. Now it goes this way. Okay. Rook h1. Maybe rook h1 is not needed. Maybe not needed. h5 g5. Taking g7. This. Okay. Alright. Let's see. What is most helpful time spent is the question. What's the most helpful time spent? It's a good question. d5, take there. Knight goes somewhere, something passive like knight d8 or there, knight a5, then rook e1, get the d file, c4 comes in. Maybe it's like maybe this is proper. Maybe this is proper. So d5. But then they go knight there. If they go somewhere there, then we have to go c4 makes knight look silly. But then b5 and e5, maybe no. b5 just rook somewhere. Well, let's see. Where do we go? So let's make this king look a little silly. Then if we trade the bishops, no worry about f5 pushes. So h5. Let's see where we go. So that's now your turn. Your turn now.
Bishop to f4.
Bishop f4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anybody has any, let's say, value from the stream? Make sure you like the video. This is your game again, Joseph.
Bishop takes knight on d5.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alrighty. This is my turn. Goes rook d8. Okay. No worries about that. I'll do. We go where? Knight b5. Knight b5. Right there. Possibly. Maybe nothing to do with that one. So let's do a3 first to block this square on bishop b4. Okay, this is my turn. Taking g7. Okay, that's your turn now.
Pawn takes. Oh wait, yeah, pawn takes d5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, your turn again.
Pawn to d5.
Pawn d5. Okay.
Yeah,
Pawn
pawn
d5.
to d5. Yes.
Hmm. Okay. My turn. I'll do bishop this way. Okay. This is bishop there. It's fine. I don't want this. Relative. Perfect. Fine. Okay. This is Okay. Goes this way. My turn. Wow. Interesting. Let's be taking a 4. Taking a 4. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Now it's here. In my turn, rather. Really? It goes this way. Bishop b4 blocks. If bishop takes knight, bishop's hanging. We get a whole piece. This looks like a free piece. I'll take that one. I'll take that guy so fast. Bishop's hanging.
Queen a5.
Queen a5. All right. All right. Okay. My turn. He goes this way. b4. All right. His turn. Okay. Well, this being said, d5 is a move, maybe. No, f5 fears. And that goes somewhere silly. Just c4. Playing against his bishop. Possibly, yeah. Looks like it's the proper way to go. So d5. d5 is fun to me. Okay. This is your turn.
Queen. Yeah, queen takes b5.
Okay. He goes this way. All right. Taking a 4 is possible, but is that really helpful at all? Takes an a4, takes an c7. This is not a good trade. I don't need to do anything drastic, as far as I know. As far as I know, let's see if I can do something different, better. c6. Oh, you know what? c6. There's no knight d6. Queen just defends. So c6 has to go somewhere silly, like knight c3. Then this proper with a pawn, like this one. c6. Your turn.
Mm, Bishop to g4.
g4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. My turn goes this way. All right. f5. Okay.
Okay, now thinking again.
Okay.
Mm,
Every time. All right. This is okay. This might be okay if I ask, considering you're actively playing. What do you think of my game so far? You just played Bishop H5. Okay, that one. What I think about your play is dynamic. Uh, but do you want me to have the harsh truth, or do you want me to do the overall, let's say, perspective of the game? The game is basically you're trying to be aggressive. You're an aggressive player, trying to make threats is a good thing. So overall, it's a good thing. But if I have any criticism, so sometimes when you do some bishop b4 move, I think that I don't like this bishop b4 move because f5 is going to be making you do some concessions where you're forced to do some bad moves to save yourself. So I think that maybe you push too far and do something moves that is not going to be lasting. They're short term pokes to me, but the long term will be, let's say, in a athletic sense, you're breaking some bones. So you do a big lunge, but then you, let's say, pull a muscle. So you don't want to pull your muscles by yourself. You got to actually have some, before your lunge, do some stretches. You got to do some stretches in a sense. But let's go back to the chest. You got a very good aggressive mindset, a good aggressive mindset, but you got to make sure you don't do the incorrect poking. You got to be more methodical with your attacks because it's a close position. You have to prepare your attacks. You don't do fast pace attacks because the close positions, fast paced attacks hit walls and you lose the game that way. Or at least get worse positions. So overall, I like your aggressive style, but you got to work on it a little bit. Your form is flawed. Your forward is flawed, but you're in the right direction. So this is your you think about it. It's a
Yeah, I was thinking along.
that's a tough position. So, but thank you for asking me the questions, and I look forward to the next ones that you have, Timothy. All right,
I think rook e8 is fine.
rook 8 is fine.
Yeah, rook
Let's do
e8.
it. All right, rook 8.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is mine. Bishop d5. Pawn takes d5 rather. So probably an e5 things, but not afraid of that one. I can take an e5 with my knight. Do c4 things possibly. Yeah, I don't. I don't have to take on e5. I can do bishop e4 things like that. But you know, that's another thing to another day. All right, this one is knight e7. Okay. Good. All right, taking the pawn again. Alrighty. So with this being said, I can do check, taking b2, taking c6. Let's think. Let me think here again. So do I want to lose the pawn? Do I need to lose a pawn? I don't think I don't need to lose a pawn. So it's always nice to have a check and want to. So, but it's knight c6 blocking this check. So let me think about this one a little bit. Okay. And you know what? The cool thing about b5 is they're in the fork, but b5 takes in c6, then this take the pawns even. So let me think about the situation right here. Two pawns for a queen versus two rooks. So two pawns and a queen versus two rooks. Let's say something like maybe more devious, maybe devious things. So knight is not going to go anywhere. So queen c4, b5, trying to do a more mysterious threat. So this, yeah, queen c4, then b5 looks nice. Or queen takes, okay, queen takes a4 defends this pawn c6. What I'm talking about. Queen takes c4, queen takes a4 defends this pawn c6, and yeah, this is good to me. I'll do this one. All right, my turn. Alrighty. All right. Number c8. Okay. Okay. All right. So as far material count is even. So. Okay. I don't like this possible things, but it's not even possible things. Like, all right. I need to make some plans. H4, H5 is too, let's say, lackluster. I don't need to push that one far. I can wait for him. Maybe wait moves like where do I want the knight to be? Maybe knight e5 would be nice, but how to go knight e5 is the question. So it's like a long journey here. It's like knight b3, knight there, and there, and there. It's a long road. It's a little too slow, a little bit too slow. But this one c5 is also a thing. But yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. Let's do knight b3. Getting the d file open up. That's your turn now.
Um, wait, I'm for wait.
Okay, you think about it, and I'll answer this comment. All right, I understand what you mean. I think I have a pretty interesting move here. I don't have too much time to calculate in my clock since I instead a bit watching a stream, but I think you might like. Okay, so I'm looking for the present. I'm gonna receive. So while you do that, I'm gonna need a water. My leg's cramping, so I'll be back. So when I get back, tell me what your move is.
Okay. Bishop takes pawn on b2.
Pawn takes back on and b2.
Bishop takes pawn on b2.
Bishop takes pawn b2. Okay.
Yep.
Right. This one's mine. C4 looks nice. Alright, rook d1, rook d1. Do it again.
Bishop takes c7.
Bishop c7.
Yep.
Bishop again. Some more games.
Bishop takes pawn on d5.
Third takes pawn and d5. Alright, go this way. Rook e7. c4. c4 looks nice. Then b5. Yeah, this is nice to me. Alright, c4.
Wait, I calculate it again.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Bishop c3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's mistake, I think. I forgot. There's something. What that okay.
No problem.
I think
Moves
that
me.
is better.
No worries. Alright, let's do defend the pawn. Let's see the proper way. Alright, it goes this way. Okay. It goes knight c8. Knight c8 he does. So he wants to do knight d6, things like that, but this is not impossible. Alright, let's see. You can do a4. Push a pawn. There's no threats here. a4. Oh, the b6 pawn is hanging, so he's turning the pawn. So b5. b5 looks nice. So let's do b5. b5, okay. Alright, now he goes this way. Your turn.
Bishop to e2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright, your turn again.
Knight a6.
Okay. All right, goes this way. Queen check. I win the knight this way. It's always nice to have a utility check if you need to. That's a utility check. Knight check saber later and win a piece. So I like to leave the checks on the board. It's like the old saying, possibly check, possibly play check. But sometimes if you save a check, it'll be used later to win a piece. So I did that. So don't forget that, Timothy. Don't do checks because there's checks on the board. Save for later. You can surprise them, win a piece of fork. This is your turn again.
Um. Hmm, wait, I'm calculating. Both is too good. Um. Maybe rook fe1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Your turn again.
Oh, he missed that. He should play queen f3, but he played queen d5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then now knight b4 is there because if queen if that he have queen at e2.
Yeah, your
Okay,
turn.
that's lucky.
Your turn.
Bishop takes bishop on b5.
Mm-hmm. Turn again.
Yeah, queen takes queen, and of course it's free queens.
All right, we'll take the free queens.
Yeah,
Your turn.
queen takes pawn on e4.
Alrighty. It goes this way. All right. Who wants to take on b4 too? Mhm. Interesting. Interesting how this works. C5 maybe. C5 takes on b4. Takes on b6. Maybe looking at something like b7. Let's try this one. Looks like interesting. If it's not working as interesting, at least there's some interesting question marks. This is Timothy's game. Goes this interesting line. Okay. I'll take your challenge and see what happens. Oh, you're gonna do b7. B7 is annoying. B7. So take there. B7. Take there. Takes in the 8. I'll take there. B7. Take there. Take there. Promotes. Then take on G2. There. So I can't accept this. I can't accept all things. I can do A5. You're right, Timothy. It's interesting. But I'll not fall for your trap. I'm sorry. So I'll do A5. Alright. Now, my turn again. Okay. Alright, goes this way. C5. C5 he does. However, okay, this is check. This is check. D5 block. D5 block. Take there. Take there. This is losing rook. Ah, well, I'll just do king h8 then. Bishop f5, f7 was a thing too, but oh well. I want to have a bishop and take an f3 if I can. All right, this is your turn.
Um. Okay.
You tried. You tried to Timothy, but I saw your thing all the way through. I had to think
On
about it.
to d5.
Pawn d5, and you're right. I liked it. I like your plan. It's a good plan. Again, aggressive, very aggressive, Timothy. So we take the pawn, taking my queen. So I can't have this. This can be taken. So I take this one, and I'll give you ideas I have. So take, yeah, take this one out of the way. All right. Now
Rook
check.
takes rook. Rook takes rook on e1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Goes this way. All right. Rook a6. Rook a6 supposed to be 3. So maybe. Rook a6 supposed to be 3. Taking f3. Taking f6. Taking g2. So there's it's like really crazy chess. Crazy chess. So I can do this one. No worries about this one at all. Okay, 7. This is absolutely fine. Okay, this, your turn now.
Um, bishop to g3.
Hmm?
Wait.
Oh,
Um, there's, I have queen. Oh, I have queen d6. I think it's okay.
that's
I
right.
thought
Yeah,
that.
checks. As a
Yeah.
utility check. It's now your turn again.
Um, mm, what should I play here?
Hmm.
Maybe bishop takes knight on c6. It's good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty. This one is going to be mine. So is this taking as the knight position? So I can do h4, f5 possibly. Yeah, knight h4, knight h5 looks like nice to me. All right. This is your turn.
Rook e7.
Rook e7. All right. Let's do rook e7. Rook e7. All right, my turn goes this way. So this one, knight bishop e6, takes there, queen, rook takes there, queen takes there, trying to mate. This it's a hefty thing now. So pawn d6 is the pass pawn. Looks like it's nice, but also, yeah, this is nice to me. It's nice. Now he goes this way. No, all right. There's there. I'll take an f3. Be happy with this. He's skiing a little bit. Right now goes this way. Takes the queen. Take the queen rather. b5. Then takes an e5. The queen is dislodged and annoying. But let's see, what did it do? Where it go? A d4? My d4 is a legitimate block. Looks like a good block. They can take in d4. Then there's two things to attack him in there. I forgot the queen there. So I can't do that. So queen c2. Well, let's see. There, knight there. It's annoying. It's annoying. So so I messed myself up a little bit. But I have a passed pawn. Maybe this is enough to play on. But this also knight there, knight e3 is annoying. I can't do that. Well, knight e2 is probably because the queen's knight to the knight, so it's probably the only thing to do. To be honest. No, he goes this way. Goes this way. Alright. Taking d4. Taking d4. Taking d4. Taking d4. Taking d4 is. I want to have my queen babysit the pawn, so let's see what we do. What do we do? So. Rook f6 maybe. Rook f6 there. Again, it's very slow. Very slow maneuvering. King. Let's do this. See what happens. Alright. This is Your turn.
Rook b7.
Rook b7. Okay, rook
Rook
b7.
b7. Yes.
This one, yeah. Okay, I got another comment. Says bishop d3 is maybe attempt. Okay, exactly. That's right, Timothy. So one move threat. Don't do one move threat. It's not going to be helpful for just the one move. So d6, knight c8, queen f4, queen f8, knight f5. This isn't looking nice to me. But then c5 check, and then king d1. This is nice to me. I'm gonna join again. Another person that has like joined. It's like, okay, violated terms of services. Okay, it's nothing to talk about. I don't know how he's commenting. He violated terms of service. So, alright, this is my game. Okay, it goes this way. Alrighty, it goes this way, trying to take the pawn, but this is a pawn to take for free, correct? Looks like a free pawn. But he wants to make me think it's a free pawn. Who's d1? D1 is the poison pawn. Poison pawn, not to take lightly, so I can do c5. Make this d5 pawn not doing anything. Alright. Okay.
Rook a7.
Okay. Goes knight e3. Check. Alright. E3 check. You can do king h1. King attacks. No threats against my king. Agreed. Agreed. Alright, now he goes this way, rook d1. Alright. Alrighty. Must some squares for this king. Alrighty. Alright, with this being said, the material count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has another pawn. Up a pawn. Okay, let me think. If f4 happened, f4 to open lines against his king. f4, e4. Then rook g6, and we have some threats. You can maybe try. I can try. I can only try. So let's do f4. See what happens. Now it's check. Check in there. No worries. I'll just do king g1 is fine. Well, I'll see the queen going to the c6 square. Alright, it goes this way. Rook f4. F4 is a thing. Yeah, I can do that. I'm typing f3. Alright. Goes this way. My turn, he goes this way. Okay, now. Unless it goes something like this. I don't know. Not sure what he's trying to plot on. Like saying that if I go knight there, it's just we need two entrance squares. Okay. With that being said, with a4, trying to make the queen move. Nothing to be said. Nothing to be said besides mistake. What if I do? Well, nothing to be said about that one. Rook b1. B1 is a thing we can try to do. But I don't know. A lot of things I want, but what is good is the question. What is good? I want to get the knight away from attacks. Knight A1 is the one. To myself, my knight, the worst piece of the board. To save the knight, you have to make sure it's like temporarily the worst piece on the board, maybe. So the queen can move away. Queen F2, protect some things. So maybe this is a experiment. See what happens. See what happens. It's an ugly move, but I can move the queen now. My queen can move away. You can try that, Timothy, and see what happens. Try that experiment. But the bishop is going to be guard duty and make it get passive. So I want to have the bishop be passive. So it's my thing is like I've got an extra pawn, but your pawns are horrible and your bishop's passive. So maybe I can do something like that. Hopefully I can do something like that. So that's my thesis. Hopefully I can get something from that. So that's my plan. Okay. This is
Rook takes one on a6. Rook takes one on a6. Yes.
all right. Goes this way. All right. Now what I want to do with this position, I want to do something like rook f7 and take the pawn on b7 and just try to have fun with this. So the bishop is still very passive and is trying to play this game. Take away the b pawn is not scary at all and have a good game. So I'm trying to do that one. Trying to have fun. All right. All right, goes this way. This way. Not 5 things. Logged into 4 things. Knight to 5. F5 looks interesting. Very interesting. But knight G5 then. There, G5. Queen goes somewhere, maybe this way. Knight D4. Taking D4 twice. This is looking nice to me, to be honest. F5, Queen D2. Alright, this is your turn now.
Pawn takes b4.
Pawn takes B4, okay. Okay, it goes this way, and now I can do. Well, it's preventing my push because the bishop on. He wants to do something like go with some squares and.
He wants to also queen takes d6.
Yeah, it's also the threat. So, as far as the show goes, it's even, but maybe. Let's see. I want to make sure that I don't lose a piece. So what I would do, defend this pawn and also defend this. But I don't need to defend this right away. I just need sure that I can not lose the bishop. So maybe bishop f4. But e5, bishop f4, e5. Let's see. Bishop f4, e5. Make the bishop passive for now. Let's. That's a tough choice. Tough choice. Where to go? Queen b1. Queen b1, trying to trade the queens. Queen b1. Queen move somewhere like e2. It's not horrible because g2 mate is the threat. So I can't do that. I can't do that. So rook go somewhere. Where to go with the rook? Rook b1. Possibly not. This quiz tether it again. Right, rook e1. Knight c2, taking the rook and also taking the f2 pawn. Rook f1 is not possible. Rook g1. Rook g1 is very, very, very passive. Rook g2, but what awful rook you have. Let's try it. See what happens. To be honest, see what happens. Okay.
Rook c6.
Yeah, this is good. Come on. Moderate this piece. Your turn.
Rook takes knight on d2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, it goes this way. Huh? So I was thinking about maybe queen c3. Queen c3 is maybe more active than queen b2. Yeah, queen c3 has pluses. Alright, I'll do this one. Okay. Alright, this one is my turn. Was this one defense? a4. a4 pushes the. Okay. Again, I don't want to trade queens. Because trade queen is like queen b6. Queen search is not welcome, but I can do queen b7. So queen b7 is trying to take the b pawn, but d6 happens. That's annoying. I can't have that happen. Taking b7 twice, the queen is b7. So again, an annoying position. It's very annoying. I have an 8 pawn, but so what? And maybe don't release the tension here. I do something else. For example, what else we do? What do we do instead? So queen is tethered to the b8 square again. I like this. So maybe rook c7, b6. Well, they had to trade the queens then. Maybe rook a6. Rook a6 must be d3. I don't like skips. I like the skip trades. Anyways, I'm losing my advantage. Alright. We'll move through. I don't like this position anymore. c4 can be 6. I trade queens again. Oh, yeah. Maybe river. It's actually good than I thought. Better than I thought. 27, d6, taking h3. Major threats I can do, but it's like short term, very short term. I like those as around as gas fast. So reset. What to do? What to do in this situation? So my position is worse, but so maybe I don't need to trade queens. I don't need to trade queens at all. What would you do instead? It's a good question. What would you do instead? Maybe rook f8. You know what? I can park things like that. So there, take there, take there. Then I can do this one there. So I lose if some pawn, but doesn't matter. Probably not. Okay, probably not. So I'm gonna do something like this. It's real ugly, but for future proof myself. Future proof myself. Okay. Goes this way. Your turn.
Rook to b1. Yep.
Okay. Goes this way. Bishop takes bishop e1. Takes. Oh, okay. He wants to go this way. All right. So now take with the queen or rook. We take the rook. There's no ticks. Queen d2 penetration. So maybe this is okay. Okay. So this is fine to me. Fine to me. So, okay, this is my game again. It's gonna be 5. Okay, it can be 5. So the point is, I want to go knight to 7. So no rook. Let's say no pawn b8 promotion squares. I can cover this square on the say the rook attacking this. It's good to me. So I'll do this one. Let's see what happens now. It's good to me. I'll do this one. Alright, now goes this way. Alright, this one. Rook c2. I decided to take the pawn a3. But it's also annoying. Okay. This guy's doing good. How's other ratings? Alright. Amoebas. He's an amoeba. Okay. It's like an enigma, rather. He's an enigma, so. It's also taking f3 is annoying as well. So this one, but then check there is annoying. This check, this queen e3 is winning a rook. This guy is doing too much. Doing too much. He's really strong more than his rank says he is. Yes, he said yes. I think he did. I did some mistake on Timothy's game. Let's play a sacrifice I had in mind. Okay, so you're gonna sacrifice. So, all right. I'm afraid what you did. You guys an admin too. All right. So if you did a sacrifice to win the game, congratulations, you got me. You got me. All right. All right. This one. Alrighty. So I'm gonna be tortured for a long time. I don't know what to do. Rook b1, I do something passive like Rook b1, and he's gonna win the game. To be honest, so Rook b1, queen f3, king g1, queen a3, and miserable game. Miserable game. Okay, goes this way. Goes this way. So this is interesting. So, all right. Does it work though? That's the question. A d6 is coming. I can see that, but does it really work and help? So, obviously, you take the queen. I'm not sure if it is working. 3 more games. 2 more for me, one for Maria, one for you. So, like d4. Nice c4. And let's take a nice 7. It's like, mate threats. Okay, so I can't let him do this. But the knight f3 check is annoying. It's going to be anywhere. Get in there anyways. I'm going to lose this game too. But it's f3, pawn f3. There. Queen h5, f3, queen h3. Yeah, looks like it's death. Let's see how the games are going. How many games we have. So, okay. So because all of your games are done, Joseph, can you take over this game?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Knight takes d4.
All right. Okay. Okay, this one is going to be a motion. Okay. Okay. All right. Queen takes rook. Rook takes queen rather. Okay. All right. Is it checkmate though? Does it checkmate? You got checkmate. You're gonna checkmate me. All right. I forgot the checkmate is the problem. I forgot this is the thing.
Bishop on e4.
Yeah. So the game. It's like. Yeah. This is like. It's brilliancy. So this guy is. On the sacrifice is like this 97 move was totally a blunder.
Yeah, true.
So yeah. Well, you got me, Timothy. You got me. Good job. Good game. So yeah. Goes to check. King G2. So yeah. You can see
Queen
that.
takes d4.
Queen takes D4. Okay. I'm still beyond pumped. Most never playing Lee chess. Well, you came on Lee chess, you beat an M, so think it's sort of coming back next time. But thank you, Timothy, and I like to review this game. It's a good game, definitely a good game. So I played very bad moves, and your bishop we move 4 moves. So let's say better than I thought. So I played 2 passively and let you beat me, and you beat me. Very good job. Good job. So.
Pawn to f3.
hmm.
Mhm.
Alright, so let's see. We have 2 more games. We're considering going to next Simul next Sunday. We'll do another Simul at the same time next Sunday. This is a
Yeah,
game.
sure.
Okay. This one goes this way. So I have a bishop. Well, I didn't have any extra. Anything extra. I got pawns. No, I don't have. I don't have any material extra. I've done a pawn. Down a pawn. This thing. So king there. Knight goes somewhere back. There's a lot of checks. This scary part. Scary part here. King F1. Alright. Okay, your turn, Joseph.
Rook takes bishop on f3.
Yeah, for good. Alrighty. He goes this way. I thought he'd do this, but I was think that then Queen D3. Queen D3 is coming in. So is there any bigger threats? I can do Rook B8, but again, this pawn is gonna hang. Well, there is check. Again, it's not. Right, I want to defend myself somehow. Queen C2 maybe, but then A3 hangs. A3 hangs, just knowing. Queen A2. Then everything is hanging. It's not good. And it's like, I'd definitely be here next Sunday. This was fun to be able to chat to someone. So it's just a little middle game. Well, thank you. Well, you played well. Maybe you can beat me again next Sunday. Maybe this next time will be white. We'll have a more competitive game. You just pushed me, steamrolled me over the white pieces, and I played really bad. And I need to learn from the game. Next time I play black, I don't play so passively bad. So you learn from the game. But it was fun. It was a fun game, good game. So this guy's beaten me 4 times. So yeah, I think that maybe you can take over Yosa if you can. So
Okay. Um,
look at let's say he's beaten 4 times in every game he won. I
yeah,
guess so,
4 times.
it's not good.
So it's not.
Not at all.
Not at all. Mm, um, it was to play Queen G1 and take H2, so I have to play.
I tried playing chill mostly and ended up with some weird tactics and stuff. Perhaps next time I won't be so lucky to have a powerful pawn in the 7th. Yeah, exactly. So I let you get the pawn in the 7th. That was the major problem I got myself into. The pawn is the 7th rank, unless you get tactics like the queen sacrifice to get it. So that was not acceptable to have you do that. And with the pawn in the 7th, tactics fly to win the game. That's what happened. So that was what you were able to do, and you won.
Rook B2.
Rook B2. All right. Right. That's the one.
Um,
Yeah.
Bishop e4.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing. Nope. Pawn on the 7th, which I allowed virtually. Yeah.
Bishop to d5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Discover attack of the queen.
King e2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait, I'm calculating. Oh, it's also winning. Everything is winning. Yeah. Okay, bishop takes queen.
Okay.
Queen d. King to d3 on the way. Queen d5.
Yeah, I can see this one. Yeah. D7. That's killer.
What is this?
Well, Timothy on that guy.
Queen. Cannot do that. Bishop to f4 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's too dangerous.
You lose the pawn, but you gotta save your king. But there's also backrook mates, so I can't do the pawn.
There's still.
Check. Yeah, check.
King to e4.
Okay, scary looking. Queen d4 check or rook d4 check is looking. We'll see what happens when he does. Maybe queen c5 simply. C5
Simply is good enough.
That's good enough.
King f3 only
Move, yeah.
move. King to e2.
Oh, that's the main couple.
Yeah, that's a mate, I think.
In there,
But
right there,
I
there.
think it's yeah.
Yeah, it's the main 3.
Mm,
Yeah. Queen
that
d1.
looks
Yeah.
yeah.
Rook of 3, then queen g1 is mate. So he got us again. 5 wins. Oh, the queen of 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Another mate.
Also the same. Yes, mate.
Yeah, resign. No, give him the
Resign.
satisfaction. Alright, 5-0. Next time if you see this guy, he's gonna be playing you. For starters, he's too
Yeah,
good.
true.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's too good. So yeah, we got 2 my losses and 12 wins. So it's a tough game, tough simuls, and hopefully see you next Sunday.
True. Okay.
Alright, bye guys, and if you guys got value from the stream, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you next Sunday at 1 p.m. New York time. Take care, bye guys.